friends, we are doing a full day of eating as I get ready for my wedding and just get ready to feel my best going into marriage. So I get so many questions over on Instagram about what I personally eat, what are some good meals and snacks, and so I want to start doing these what I eat in a day videos more frequently. But here we go with one of the first ones back with a full day of eating. Wedding ready, wedding prep, wedding edition, whatever you want to call it. The one disclaimer I want to give is the fact that just because this is what I eat doesn't mean this is what you have to eat to be healthy. There's so many ways to be healthy. It's a lot about balance and portion sizes and mostly balanced meals in terms of nutrients as well, and then fitting in some of your fun foods as well. So let's just go into this day of eating as I talk through what you're seeing on the camera. So I used to work out in the morning right away, but lately I've been doing a later morning, afternoon, or even nighttime workout with my fiance when he gets off work. So now I really start my day with my devotions and just coffee. A lot of times I'm not super hungry right when I wake up. This isn't just me trying to intermittent fast on purpose, but I just usually love to have my coffee first and do my Devo, read the Bible, do me time, my morning time, which I definitely recommend. And I wait until I feel hungry. Now, some days I wake up starving in the morning and I eat right away, but usually it's just something simple like a piece of toast or some protein bites, and then I have a bigger meal later on. I really never eat a huge meal right when I wake up. And with my coffee, a lot of times people ask me what I put in it. Coffee is not the devil. You don't have to eliminate it, but it's just what are you putting in it? And of course, hydrating on top of your coffee consumption. So I sweeten my coffee with just simple Better Stevia liquid by Now Foods. I love this company. They have different flavors for the liquid stevia, and it's my go-to. I don't use anything else. Sometimes I do a dash of almond milk, but really that's it, guys. So then it's time for my morning smoothie. If y'all are following me on Instagram, you see this so often, but here's just a little snapshot of what that looks like and what you're missing on Instagram if you're not following me. So after this day, I got to work and I got a little hungry before lunchtime, so I made some protein bites. Y'all, I make these all the time. Again, something you see on Instagram if you follow my stories, but I have a lot of recipes of these. The biggest thing I'm gonna say is I always add protein powder. Now Foods I use. I use whey if I'm making them for my fiance and I'll eat them too, or I'll use vegan if I'm just making them for me, but he doesn't like the taste of vegan. So we use both, vegan or whey, depending. But the thing is if you are gonna use vegan, you can use more liquid. If you're using whey, you're gonna use a lot less liquid. I'm always trying to boost the flavor of this as well, and so I use essential oils for that. Weirdly, I know you might not think of essential oils that way, but if you use thieves oil, it gives a nice cinnamon taste and it is delicious. Or you can just use some cinnamon, some vanilla extract, some sea salt, all the good things. Now you have to be careful. A lot of times when you get protein bite recipes online, it calls for like a half a cup to a cup of peanut butter. That's a lot of fat, y'all, even though it's healthy fat. So I always try to just add a little bit of healthy fat and then some fiber with chia seeds and flax seeds, but I don't add like a cup of almond butter or peanut butter like a lot of those recipes call for, and then like a half a cup of honey. That is not really that healthy anymore. So just giving you that disclaimer. Next up, I have for lunch, I always have, some kind of greens and then protein. So today was a big salad with one of my homemade turkey burgers on top. These are my turkey Mediterranean meatballs on my blog, but I just make them into burgers sometime too. And so it just had some feta cheese, some sun-dried tomatoes, some spinach, and then ground turkey. So that's what I did. I always try to have greens with a protein on top, or just veggies with a protein. And then if I'm hungry enough, then I'll have a smart carb like a sweet potato. Like today I was hungry, so I had a sweet potato too. Batch cooking. This is something I do all the time. So this sweet potato, I did not bake on the spot. I bake 6 potatoes at once, and then I'll have them for dinners or lunches throughout the week. And now a special note about something that helps me with digestion throughout my day of eating. So I have to share this in my day of eating, and that is Digize oil. If you have problems with digestion, I have had them almost my whole life, especially since my eating disorder, but I was introduced to Digest oil, and it really helps with just if you have digestion issues and stuff like that. I have seen it to really help benefit my digestion. So this is something that I really use, whether it's heavy meals or just meals that I know probably won't sit with me very well. I will definitely link this down below in case you want to learn more about it. Then we get to the middle of the day and I need my second cup of coffee. I usually always have 2 cups of coffee a day, and this one gets a little bit sweeter by adding a dash of almond milk. And y'all, I love this combination. It is Slender Hot Cocoa mixed by Now Foods plus their peppermint cookie liquid stevia. This is about 30 calories in all, and it tastes like a peppermint mocha. Tell me you're not gonna go try it. I will link all this stuff down below so you can go try it out yourself because it is delicious. And then I get back to work. Now, sometimes I have snacks between lunch and dinner as well, because we all know you have lunch and then you have those midday cravings. I do too. It's normal, it's fine. But having a balanced snack is key. So today I just had a Trader Joe's light cheese stick and then some Now Foods almonds. That is a healthy fat with a protein, and that's what I'm talking about. You need to pair your macronutrients together when it comes to snacks and meals so that you curb those cravings and don't just constantly want to eat, and just balancing out those hunger hormones, which is something I talk about in a recent blog post, so I'll link that down below in case you missed that. All right, so tonight's dinner is roasted pork tenderloin. Got some zucchinis, potatoes, and then super lean pork. So that's what we're making tonight. So like you just saw, I make HelloFresh meals a lot. So I just chopped up the potatoes really quick, roasted them in the oven with a little bit of Now Foods coconut oil that's flavored like butter. Y'all, so good, you've gotta try it. They called for butter in the recipe. I just used coconut oil flavored butter from Now Foods. Then I pan-seared the lean pork and then roasted it in the oven with the veggies, the zucchini and the red onions. Again, just putting a little bit of coconut oil that was flavored butter with the zucchini and red onion as well. And then they gave me this kind of sesame seed, soy, sweet teriyaki kind of sauce, and so I just drizzled that on top of the pork. And there you have it. You had your pork as your protein, you had veggies in the zucchini and red onion, which is smart carbs and some fiber. You also had the smart carbs in terms of the roasted potatoes. And then I boosted the flavor, of course, because of Fresh Fit in 5. I will link that post down below if you don't know what I'm talking about. And that just includes your protein, fats, carbs, fiber, and boost. And so if you do not know what I'm talking about, go check the link down below. But anyways, I boosted the flavor with some cilantro, sea salt, pepper, the coconut oil, which is also a healthy fat. And that was that. But that's not the end, because I always have a sweet tooth. My fiance and I are terrible about always wanting sweets at night. So sometimes we do just have Halo Top or some kind of healthier ice cream or go out for froyo. But sometimes I just cut up and make these banana bites. Y'all, so good, and it kind of curbs your cravings for sugar. But you cut up the banana slices as you're seeing here. You top it with just a little bit of peanut butter on a plate, and then you freeze them, and then once they're actually frozen, you can scoop them all up and put them in a bag and just keep them in a bag in the freezer. They're so good just to grab a couple out when those sweet cravings come. So that is my day of eating. I hope you loved it. Tell me down below if you want to see more of these. I'll keep posting my meals and snacks throughout the months coming up to my wedding. Again, y'all, this day does not mean it has to be your day. It's just giving you some good ideas and examples of what balanced meals and snacks in a balanced day looks like in terms of nutrition, because that is what is gonna make you feel your best. And honestly, that's what matters, feeling your best, feeling energized, not feeling lethargic, and just feeling comfortable and confident in your body. So click the like button down below and comment what your favorite part of today's full day of eating video was, and let me know if you want to see more of these, because if not, then awkward, I'm not going to do more just because I want to do them. So I will see you guys soon. I hope you have an amazing day.